Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna continue the Breath of the Wild rant. Kyun Kyun.
Yeah,
Um, were you duking?
yeah. Canoe plus Canoe, you're safe. And plus
Kyun Kyun Kyun. That's not what a plusle sounds like. Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Maybe got away with those things, so we'll be back here.
Okay. I don't know what to say. Forget it, Silva. We're all unharmed. That's good enough. Even that mere bee's been driven out thanks to Canoe.
Kyun Kyun.
And what's that, Plusso? Feeling hungry out of relief? Okay, Canoe, let's quit this moldy cavern and quick. Canoe, we owe you a great deal. Sincerely, thank you. If you were even a bit later, Puzzle could have been made a shadow Pokemon. That's terrible.
I'm glad everything's fine, Papa. And Bluzzle, too.
Kyun 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 Kyun. Kyun Kyun.
What's the matter, Puzzle? Oh, you want to? Okay, I understand.
Is he just gonna give us the puzzle?
That's what it seems like. Canoe, could you take my Puzzle with you?
I mean, I will. It's not a shadow Pokemon.
Puzzle is saying it wants to help you too.
Kyun Kyun Kyun.
Yes, that's right. You can't let those criminals get away with it.
It's amazing. We've got a cute and brave addition to our party. Kenaroo, I'm counting on you.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah. Canoe, I'm counting on you. Sorry, my voice is a bit weird there.
Cool. I have something that might just end up never seeing the light of day again.
Oh yeah, never. I intend to investigate the organization behind Mirror B. As soon as I discover anything, I will be in touch. Which reminds me, Canoe, I need your PDA number.
Oh, that's the Pokemon Digital Assistant, or P star DA for short. Kenaroo, where's yours? You have to tell Duking your number so you can contact us. Duh.
Kenwu gave Duke the number.
Perfect. Now I can slide into those DMs. I mean, I'll be in touch as soon as we discover anything.
Thanks.
Alright, get the fuck out.
Cool.
Awesome.
Anyways, back onto the whole rant about. Oh, are you gonna talk to us? Do I need to talk to you?
What did you say? You put the boot to Mirror B? That's a surprise. But it doesn't matter if that clown's here or not. Either way, it doesn't change the fact that pirates are town for Balin. Get ready for this!
What? No!
Bro. Yeah, you didn't expect
Are
this,
my
did you?
Pokemon healed?
Hopefully. Oh, pretty. Please?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We're good.
Anyways, back onto that whole rant. So, I don't have. I literally have little expectations, as always. I mean, I do it as I always make sure that I try to have like low expectations for things because then it makes it more hype when I actually play it.
Yeah.
But I have genuine low expectations this time. Like, I don't know. Breath of the Wild was a bit of a disappointment to me. It was fun for what it was. It was just not how I recall Legend of Zelda games being.
For me personally, I think it's like, I feel it's just, for me, I got too caught in the hype. Like, a lot of people were hyping over, hey, it's the first open world Zelda. Oh my god, look at it's open world, it's Zelda, holy crap. I think I got too caught in that, and I was expecting, like, oh, this is gonna be the game that makes me like open worlds and stuff. But, like, in the end, it's like, I do think it's a good open world game. It's just that it doesn't do anything special, nor does it make it nor does it feel like it's Zelda does anything special with open world. If that means.
You know, I have a good way to compare Breath of the Wild to most Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
So, the things that Breath of the Wild does right, okay?
Yep.
So, things that it does right is that it's functional. It's a game. I can see the fun in it. It's got really good mechanics, like the cooking thing, right?
Yeah.
It lets you choose what you want to do in terms of how you go about the dungeons and stuff. There's a lot to explore, and it's actually kind of fun to explore it. Yeah. However, to me, what made a Zelda game, right? The story, the feel of the adventure, the unique boss fights, the gimmicks that the boss fights have for them, the items, obviously, the unique items that you find in the dungeons.
Yeah.
The list goes on. I could say so much about that. However, Breath of the Wild, what it does is it takes away unique boss fights, other than, oh, you use the tablet for it. You know, maybe, okay, that's unique, sure, but it's all like Ganon.
In the end of the day, yeah.
It's all the same boss, and it's like lesser versions of the final boss.
Yeah.
If you want to argue that that's fun, don't argue here because I don't want to hear it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not even, I'm not even gonna waste my breath on that. It's obvious. It's plain, you know? Fucking. The designs are all basically the same.
Yep.
It takes, and this might be a hot take, but it takes away the adventure part. Or rather, it takes away the sense of adventure that typical Zelda game. Sure, you can adventure and explore, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, when you're playing, and I'm going to use Twilight Princess as a reference a lot, because in my opinion, that's the best one. You know, you can obviously have cool places to explore in Breath of the Wild, you know, and you can climb the mountain and this and that. But when you have to infiltrate Moblin, or I don't know what they were called in Breath of the Wild, but they were the green guys. But basically the Moblins of Breath of the Wild. Or rather the Moblins of Twilight Princess. When you infiltrate a Moblin base, have to go past guard towers and shoot them down with a bow, go around, and eventually, somewhere in Hyrule Castle, you fight the commander of that entire Moblin army. Not only do you beat him the third time, but he gives you the key, speaks to you, and walks away respectively.
In
Like-
Breath of the Wild, it's not really.
It does none of that. You fight things and then you're done. They have the funny Koga, and that's about like one of the draws to it.
Yeah.
Like, and again, another hot take, but it feels like there's no story in Breath of the Wild. You get flashbacks, sure, but the flashbacks are short, and there's what, 8, 10,
There's,
10 flashbacks maybe?
I mean, there's like a. How many? Yeah, how many pictures?
I
are
think
there?
there's like 10 flashback memories that you can find around the world. That's it.
I think there's a bit more, but it's not. It's definitely not over 20. I know that much.
It's nothing, yeah, it's nothing over 20. And it's like very little.
Yeah.
My point is that, like, you go through the Breath of the Wild, and when there's a cutscene, or when there's like a bunch of dialogue, it's short, it's sweet, and it's to the point, and that's not how it always should have been. I like the story.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, Ouroboros is on a rampage, we need to go fight it. Hey Link, do you want to help us out? Thanks, cool.
I think
Oh, by the
something
way,
else-
you also need to get the Thunder Crown from the Coke plant. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah. I think something else to say is that every Legend of Zelda, at least when it comes to the story, it's like it feels like it's not as simple as to say go save the princess, you know. But in Breath of the Wild, when you simplify it, it's legit just save the princess. It's not like with like other Zelda games where it's like there's more motif to that. No, it's you can legit just say Breath of the Wild down to the bone and save the princess.
Yeah. Real quick. Ah, I may be imagining it, but the town's air feels somewhat less dirty. But not all is well. I can feel some presence of black aura coming from Shadow Poke.
Now, Fatini, nothing escapes your notice.
There's nothing but that eludes the notice of a fortune-telling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this One Piece? Does everyone else have their, like, unique laugh? The key of freeing Pokemon from the Black Aura is in the north.
Up north. That's where my grandpa lives, too. Cha-ching! Oh no, I forgot. I was on my way to defeat the grandpa. I got hit on the head really hard, that's why. He lives in A-Gate Village. That's north of here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! The being of north may be no mere coincidence. Your answer may be there. That fortune's for free.
Oh, Grandpa was a famous trainer. Was he, maybe my grandpa will know something. Let's go and see him, Ken.
Let's go! Anyways, back to the Breath of the Wild one. Yeah, so, again, no one take this to heart, buy the game if you wanna, I don't care, you know.
Yeah.
It's worth playing, I'll say that much. It's just not as good, in my opinion. Not as good.
And I don't think Breath of the Wild. Read that
Go ahead, I'm letting you finish.
I don't think Breath of the Wild is a good game for new people of the series too. Just gonna be honest.
No.
But yeah.
Like, if you asked me where to start, because the great thing about fucking Zelda games is that not all of them, I say not all of them because I mean Ocarina kind of, or sorry, Majora's Mask kind of references Ocarina. So if I were to say start with Majora's Mask, I would never say that actually. I would say Ocarina in that case. But great thing about Zelda games is that just like Final Fantasy, there's no real like continuation. I mean, people say there's a timeline and stuff, but Honestly,
It's
there's no real connections.
yeah,
Like, no solid one.
they're so
Other than the fact that, yes, Link and Zelda and Ganondorf all keep being reincarnated.
yeah.
That's the only connection, really.
Yeah, but besides that, it's not like
But yeah, no. If you want to start with a Zelda game, start with Twilight Princess. This is absolutely a biased opinion. I just love Twilight Princess. Plus, you get to play as fucking Wolf Link. Like that itself is its own mechanic. Fucking over here with a slab.
slab. Return the slab.
But no, Twilight Princess is a good game. It's probably one of the best games. Really cool bosses, really good music. Probably one of the better stories in Zelda. And one that makes you actually feel sad. I'll reference you to one piece of music from it, Midna's Lemonette.
Okay.
So if you ever want to look up Midna's Lemonette, I think that's how you pronounce it, Lemonette, Lemonette, something like that. Just look up Twilight Princess Midna's song.
Okay.
And make sure that it goes do 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 do. Anyways, yeah, look up that.
Oh, yep. I will put that in watch later because
yeah. And then if you like it's not just the music piece, but it's the context behind it.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue with the story real quick.
Oh, we're here. Here we are. This is where my grandpa and grandma live. Sorry, the air tastes a lot different here. It's been a couple so long. Okay, let's get going. Bet they're worried about me. You can go out of here.
Alright. Now I can continue on my rant. Another really cool thing that Twilight Princess does is that it references. Okay, so like normally in could you be Bishy? Is that you? I thought so. The last time I saw you, you were a tiny little thing. Not like you, all grown up and real broody.
Oh, stop it, giggle.
But I shouldn't keep you. A-Gun was worried about you. Don't waste your time, you should go see him. Another really cool thing that Twilight Princess does is that it references the songs from Ocarina of Time in the form of wolf howls, like a wolf's song.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
cool.
like, oh, and that's also the way you unlock the hidden abilities. You have to play a wolf's song at a howling stone, and you get this cool cutscene between you and another wolf, and you're like howling in sync to a song. It just sounds really good.
It sounds like it does sound pretty cool, honestly.
Like there's so much to. Oh, and the person that teaches you the secret techniques is the hero of old. And I don't know if it's technically that, but I have a suspicion it's like a past incarnation of Link in the form of a skeleton.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it looks like one of them Stalfos.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think that's what they're called. They're called Stalfos, the skeletons.
Skeletons in armor.
Yeah. The sword skeletons from the Zelda series. I think they're called Stalfos. Anyways, point is, he looks like one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls himself the hero of old.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. And there's a lot of dark things in Twilight Princesses, like the man who was turned to gold, and you have to free his curse by collecting pulsos. Like his entire even his cat was turned to gold and petrified.
Wait.
No, yeah, there's a lot of dark things in Twilight Princess. And I know that people say Majora's Mask is the darkest one. Honestly, the darkest tone I think does go to Majora's Mask because that's just the end of the world. But if you want a good dark one that's not a race against the clock, then play Twilight Princess.
Well, you heard here.
Grandpa Egon, Grandma.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Grandpa Egon, Grandma Bula.
Billa. Billa? Billa. I don't even know how you fucking pronounce that. I'm gonna say bleh.
But
I missed you.
Bitchy, welcome. We heard that you were coming, but then you didn't arrive. We were worried about you, dear.
You finally arrived. Finally awake. What held you up? Oh, that's me.
I had a terrible time. This is a terrible time. On the way here, I was abducted by some security people. Luckily, I was saved by Kenobu, who happened to be there by coincidence.
Oh, how frightful. Thank you so much for saving our granddaughter.
But why would anyone want to harm you, Bishy? You're kind of a bitch.
It's probably because I can see those bizarre ones that they come out of the Ultra Beast portal. I mean the Shadow ones. Yeah, those ones. Not the Ultra Beasts.
No, not at all.
They're Shadow Pokemon. Pokemon that have been turned into fighting machines with their hearts of darkness. It's all Kingdom Hearts up in here, isn't it?
Oh, wait, is that me or you?
That's the grandpa.
Shut up, Pokemon. What on earth is that? Have you been making up stories again?
Help me.
Help! There's trouble! Egan, there's a serious situation. Some outsiders went into the relic forest.
What? Who are they?
I don't know. They should be aside and...
That's enough talk. It can wait. I'm off. Whoa, he got speed. Old timer.
Over here.
You fucking booked it.
Brr.
Mightyana! I want one.
I've never heard anybody say for my yen until you just now.
Bro, I just like the design. He looks like a cool-ass wolf dog.
Cool as wolf dog.
Exactly.
I like my yen. It's just that there's so many good dog Pokemon, honestly. Mayanna, Houndoom.
It's only level 30. Why?
What? And they were expecting us to use that? Are they stupid? That's no. No.
I'm not gonna lie. I was about to put it on my team, and then I saw the level.
Yeah, no.
I think we maxed you out, okay? No. You got a little bit more to go.
We're that close.
I'll just get rid of the Slugma then.
Yeah, Selecting is done. He's been done.
I know I'm on a Zelda rant, but this needs to be said and stuff.
Go for it.
Yeah, no. So, I want to reiterate. I see what they were going for. Okay, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just by doing this, they've either neglected or they've taken away so much that Zelda had been. And like, you know, it just doesn't feel like I'm playing a Zelda game. It feels like I'm playing
an open world.
I can't even say Genshin
Zelda.
Impact because technically that came after.
I was gonna say it's just an open world game with Zelda coloring.
Yeah. It what does it feel like? I wanted to say it I wanted to say it felt like something because I could definitely think of at least one thing. But it's like eluding me. What game was it? Oh, right. It feels like I'm playing, and I'm gonna have a lot of people that just say, "What is that?" Because I'm sure you also won't. Well, Ultra Balls.
Probably not.
It feels like Free Roam.
That makes sense.
It was an online game. I think I've explained this before. I don't know if I explained this during the recording. It was an online thing. You know what? We have 3 minutes left. We're near a safe spot. I think this is the last one we're going to record, so I'm going to use the remainder of the time to rant about this.
Okay, go for it.
And go back to the saves. But no, yeah, Free Roams was an online thing, basically. An open world. I don't think it was... I mean, it was kind of an MMORPG, but it wasn't really. It was more like... Believe it or not, it was more of like a social platform.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened to have a lot of RPG things in it.
Okay.
Had like you could like explore the whole world they had built up, which was a lot actually. And I used to play it all the time, believe it or not. Or you know what it feels like?
Mm-hmm.
Breath of the Wild feels like Black Desert.
I haven't played that game. So.
I know. I don't think you have, or I wouldn't have thought you did. But like, that's what it feels like.
I've heard of Black Desert. It's also a open world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is an open world MMORPG. Like, minus the whole like weapons and system and the combat system in Black Desert, but like. The aspect of going around and exploring and stuff is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's a... Actually, you know what? This might be an insult. I don't know. But it's actually the honest-to-God truth. There is more story in Black Desert than there is in Breath of the Wild.
Hopefully this isn't the video that blows up, because oh boy, people.
No, I mean, that's the thing is, nobody can actually argue that, because there literally is. I've played through a lot of Black Desert so far, and there's already more dialogue than Breath of the Wild.
That's crazy. Oh,
It's not only crazy, but it's also kind of sad. Like, I honestly, I wish it weren't true, but it is. And Danny knows me, I'm a fucking realist. I'm not, like, joking about this stuff, or I'm not stretching the truth. This is literally a fact. There's more dialogue in it than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, you don't tend to exaggerate. Yeah. When we're having a discussion, you don't exaggerate.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no, it's just it's Breath of the Wild wasn't even rushed, was it? It was just a game that came out.
It's like it's a game that actually got delayed a bit because it was originally supposed to come out like in the middle years of the Wii U.
Yeah, no, like, so they had plenty of time to, do stuff with it. It just, and I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of in the game, but like, I don't know. Again, they were trying something new. I want to say they were experimenting. I think that's what it mostly comes down to. So I'm not gonna. Of course, it's gonna feel different from the main line. I guess what I just hope this doesn't become the new thing.
Yeah.
I hope they go back to how it was before. Because honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to like Zelda anymore if that's the case. And the only reason I don't think that the Breath of the Wild is going to become the mainline sort of like styling for how a Zelda game feels is because the new one coming out, if you want to get really technical about it, it was going to be a DLC for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's
so. It's more so that this was something planned. Actually, you know what? I'll say it like I'll put it in this terms because even though like it's kind of like a Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask situation. Someone was challenged to make a game within a year, I think, or a few months or something like that.
Around a year after.
Yeah. He had the challenge of making a game in a year, and he did. And it was using assets from Ocarina of Time. So it's not exact situation, but it's sort of like a situation where like, oh, it's using assets from Breath of the Wild. So, what I'm getting at is that I hope it's not going to be a situation where this is becoming the new thing, because it's not. It's think of it this way: it's less like two games have the Breath of the Wild style, right? It's technically still one. It's just one of them happened to become a full game instead of DLC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm counting both of them as like one. But yeah, we're at 33 minutes in. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I just have a couple more things I want to say. Okay. So I'm just hoping that we go back to the way it was, because I don't think I can tolerate Breath of the Wild styling for like the next who knows how many Zelda games.
Yeah.
Like, it works for Dark Souls, but like that's because that's Dark Souls. Let's be honest, like, people expect that stuff from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And again, it might be a generation thing. It might be because I'm not the new gen. I'm the old, like, I'm 25, guys. So you can imagine how long Zelda has been in my life up until this point, and what I have been used to. But like, it always worked for it. I didn't see any reason to change it. They've done really well with all the Zelda games up until like.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like, final thoughts. I don't hate Breath of the Wild. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't like it as much as the others. Yeah. Anything you want to say about the topic real quick, Danny, before we end it off?
I'm not, honestly, I'm nowhere near as a Zelda fan as you. I tried to get into the Zelda series with Breath of the Wild, and
Yeah, but like you said that Breath of the Wild was like your first one.
That's what I'm saying. I tried to get into the series with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I will say this I think I put a fair number of hours into it. I put 10 hours to see if the game got my hook, and sadly enough, just didn't. It's like, I think 10 hours is more than enough time to see if a game gets your hook, and Breath of the Wild did not do it for me. And I do not think it's a good like starting game for a new person.
Yeah. And this is coming from someone who I personally don't like Skyward Sword.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it more than Breath of the Wild. Anyways, Danny, well, one thing I'll say to you is that I'm gonna have to get you. I don't know how we'll be able to do it, but I need to sit you down and like play an actual Zelda game, okay? Because I guarantee you'll like it a lot more.
Okay. Well, we'll find a way.
Yeah, maybe for one of the classics. How would you feel like didn't Majora's Mask come, or isn't it coming out for like the system?
I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure.
Huh?
It might be. I'm not sure. I haven't been.
Yeah, I think it was one of the things coming out for the 64 thing on the Switch.
Yep. Maybe.
I know that Ocarina of Time did, but I've already done a playthrough of that. So, if and or when Majora's Mask comes out for the 64 emulator, how would you feel about if I had you play that instead of me? Then again, Majora's Mask might not be the best one to start out with. I mean, it's a good one. It's just not as easy.
We'll have to talk about that off screen.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see you guys.
Bye.